Hey there, friends. Nibs again, out here in the garage tonight. Do a little bit of goofing around, and I wanted to bring you guys another really cool gun that was actually sent over to me by channel member Randy to take a look at and fix up if needed. It did need a little bit of tinkering, not too much though, so I was able to get it up and running pretty easily. What we're going to be taking a look at here is this Crosman model 147, and this one's a pretty cool one. This one is a first variant. If you guys are into air guns at all, you got to get yourself one of these blue book of air guns. And according to this blue book of air guns, this is a first variant, and you can tell because it has an aluminum breech, and it also has this bolt cover that has they call this the spoon bill. And let me show you one that's a later variant. This one here of mine, I think, would be considered a second variant, because it still has the stamped sheet metal trigger guard and the through bolt safety, or through the stock safety like that. But mine does not have the spoon bill cover, and it has a steel breech. So pretty much they're the same. Well, actually the front piece here is part steel, part aluminum on this one, where mine is all steel on the front of the 147 that I have. Now this one, he sent it over to me, and it was actually pumping up and got a little bit of pressure. It was working somewhat, but the pump cup on it was hard as a rock. And I did replace the pump cup with a with a new urethane seal from Henry Ford, and it's actually working pretty good now. So we're just going to do a little bit of plinking with it. So the first variant was made in between 1955 and 1956. And then 1956, they came out with the second variant, which is the one I just showed you. And then they did have a third variant, which I don't have a third variant of the 140 or 147, but I can show you what the difference was. Let me all right, so the last variant of the 140 would have had what they call the cast aluminum trigger guard, which you can see as this example here on my model 140, model 1400, and they carried that over onto the 1400 afterwards. 1400 is basically an upgraded 140, 147. The 140 is a 22, the 147 is a 177 caliber. So, and that's indicative of this style here, which really kind of carried right over into the QB Chief and a bunch of other guns down the road. It's actually a really nice trigger mechanism on those, very adjustable and very easy to tune. But let's go ahead and take some shots with it. I have my whole shooting gallery down there. Bring you guys out here like this. Okay. Just using some, what are these? These are the RWS Basics wad cutters. Not a super powerhouse, but it's working pretty good. All right. Just verify our 0 here before we try hitting anything else. Really pretty cool though. So I do have, let me grab that too, show you guys. So Randy did send these over as a kind of a matched pair of bookends. This is actually the same vintage version of a Model 140, which is the 22 caliber. This one I need to tear apart. I think the valve is locked up on that one, but we'll get that one going next. And I do have to apologize. I've been struggling with some bronchitis, and it's been tough for me even to get out and do any, just videos or anything. I really didn't feel like working on any air guns or anything, but I'm feeling a lot better now, and starting to really get over it. So it's just tough to get motivated when you can't breathe. All right, let's see if we can knock over the ram. Ooh. What happened there? That pellet, I don't know if it went in crooked or felt a little mushy when it went in. So I don't know if it was let's try that again. Oh jeez, I think I hit it low. All right, let me see if I can hit him this time. Keep hitting the safety while I'm pumping it. That's better. I think I just hit it real low and it didn't have enough power to knock it over. All right. All right, I have a couple of paintballs there. You think I can hit the paintballs? Let's see. Oh yeah. Not a problem. I love shooting these old guns. Just had GB Outdoors. He put up a thank you video. I sent him some seals for his Crosman Model 101. He got that up and running really good. So kind of proud of the young man there. He's only a teenager and got her done. We need more young people like that in the airgun community. All right, let's hit the pig. There you go. I might still tear this thing apart because there is just a ton of oil inside of this thing. I don't know what was going on there, but all right. Can we hit the chicken? Again, I hit the safety. Oh. All right, let's give that another try. So this breech opening on here is definitely wide, like it wants to be a 22 caliber. But all right, let's try that chicken again. Oh, I hit him. hit him. Let's take it right up to 8 pumps. There we go. So the only problem with these self-cockers, when you take them up to 8 pumps, is take them up to full pump. It makes the trigger harder to pull because it's pushing more pressure back against the sear. So, all right, let's. I got one more paintball, and then we got the chicken, and then we'll get out of here. I hit it. We didn't get a very satisfying splatter like I usually like. So one thing I noticed is the safety button on this one. You got to push it from left to right to put it on fire, and the safety button on mine, you push it from right to left to put it on fire. So I don't know which one's right, or if that was something they switched. Let's see here. This other one is left to right as well. The other first variant that Randy sent over. If anybody knows if that was something they changed between variants, let me know. All right, let's get that turkey down. Oh, I missed. I pulled it off to the left. Okay, maybe this time. Again, I hit that button. There we go. But anyway, there you go. Pretty cool. Let me grab my rag here. Just got a ton of oil spewing out of this thing. And it's like motor oil, so it's not anything I did. Too much oil is not always the resolution for these guns. If a little bit of oil doesn't make it work, a lot of oil is not going to make it work. But it's a really cool example of a very old gun. So pretty awesome. Thanks, Randy, for sending it over. Let me take a look at it for you. I do have actually, I meant to get it out too. I do have so this also, along with these first variant of 140, the 140, 147 were the rifles, and then you had 130 and 137 were the pistols. And I do have an early version of the 130 pistol with the aluminum breech like that as well. So, and I have a standard version of it as well, but we'll take a look at those after I get that other one fixed up. We'll do a side by side with these, and I'll get those other pistols out to show you as well. So the wind is really whipping. But anyway, there you go. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.